Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, November 10th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. It was over 2 months ago that we settled above that 365.11 channel top. There were other elements at the time that coincided with it. When that happened, after that happened, we then considered and still do 527.33, our next long-term objective. The timing of that is sort of an open question. We've given it 5 to 8 months because on the way up, we had a 496.33 rising channel top. That did actually contain buying pressures about, 5 or 6 weeks ago. And since then, we've sort of settled into this consolidation that is a two-sided framework. Last week, we put out a new pullback high, and then we proceeded to close below the previous week's low. That's a sign of weakness, but I don't see a short play here as we move into December unless we close below the 414.77 formation, which on the daily chart is 1462. So we've got 496.33 as a significant resistance. The same formation on the daily chart is 488.18. I'll get to that in a moment. And all the way down, we've got a rising channel bottom that is not shown here. The same, it's sort of the sister formation to 496.33. You've got a channel top at 496.33, and you have a channel bottom at 480.73. I'm going to take a look at the daily chart now and really show everything I just showed. You've got a channel top at 488.18 to 496.33. You've got an intermediate horizontal structure at 414.62. And then you've got our 380.73 channel bottom. And so, if you're kind of a 2 to 3 month or 1 to 2 month swing trader or position trader, you're selling the upper 480s to mid 490s, anticipating a possible bearish rotation to channel support at 380.73 over that time frame. Inside of that time frame, we have kind of a 2 to 3 week swing trade opportunity where you could bottom pick 414.62, which would allow the market to rotate up into the 480s again within 2 to 3 weeks. And if we were to close below 414.62, you've got really just a 1 to 2 week sell signal now to 380.73. This channel bottom able to contain, I don't know if we actually show the actual construction of the channel bottom itself. We do not. In other words, it's not properly drawn here. This is just a trend line off the lows. It would be a trend line across these highs, and then you have an intermediate support at 380.73. So let me kind of rifle through some of these charts because they really do depict the day itself. We've got a sell signal from last Thursday below 351.98. If you look to the far right, I don't see this today, but if tested, can contain daily buying pressures. And as you're well aware, if you've been following this on a day-to-day basis, you know that our settlement Thursday below 451.98 set up a 3 to 5 day sell signal to 414.62, which we're about 80% of the way completing, 70% of the way completing following Friday's low. 414.62 remains in reach today. Below this 435.11 extreme channel bottom. So this extreme channel bottom can contain intraday buying pressures. This is a day trade unto itself, below which 414.62 is likely. So we could top out at 435.11 early in the day and test 414.62 intraday, where profits can be taken on the 3 to 5 day sell signal that occurred Thursday below 451.98. And 3 to 5 day swing traders can go long. 2 to 3 week swing traders can go long as well, as I mentioned earlier. 3 to 5 day swing traders can anticipate upward rotation perhaps back to this 451.98 channel bottom. By the time we do all that, we may reevaluate what our real sort of our more, you know how we swap things out. Things emerge on the chart after 3 or 4 days of trade that just aren't here right now. But at this point in time, it is this low 450s channel bottom. I think that'll continue to operate as a key resistance area on a day-to-day basis. Buying 414.62, 451.98 can be anticipated as a 3 to 5 day upswing. And if you buy 414.62, I think there's also a decent chance that within 2 to 3 weeks, we could find ourselves in the 480s, 490s again. Now, we did test that channel top at 488.18 about a month ago. And it's actually the 496 33 channel top as well. And with channel dynamics, when you test a channel top, you must allow for the channel bottom, which is 380.73 as already shown. I don't expect 380.73 outright unless we close today below 414.62. So this is your next 3 to 5 day, 1 to 2 week swing trade to the downside. If we close below 414.62 and you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader or you're a 1 to 2 week swing trader, I see no good reason to stay long or be long Tesla until we test 380.73. So your short play as we move into later November, at least right now on weakness, is a settlement below 414.62, expecting 380.73 inside of 2 weeks.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
Where profits can be taken on that short play, and you can go long at 380.73. 380.73 is this sort of inconvenient wide zone of support down to 365.11. I don't think that's an updated number. No, that's not an updated number. This should be 365.11. That can absorb selling through the rest of the year and even through the first quarter. And from here, we can round up again. I don't expect to see this lower area once again unless we close below that 414 handle support, which is on the daily chart at 414.62. So a bottom pick away at 414.62 day traders, 3 to 5 day swing traders, and even, yes, 2 to 3 week swing traders. But if we close below 414.62, either A, exit that long position, or B, reverse altogether and play the short side for the next week or two. Let's take one last look at the upside once again. I think even closing above 435.11 indicates 451.98 tomorrow. We could actually see that on an intraday basis, perhaps, if we've got overnight strength in the futures market and Tesla opens at or above 435.11 today. That is a go long right out of the gates. I think 451.98 should be anticipated as a possible intraday target. We could top out at 451.98 not only for the day, but quite possibly once again into later week and fall back to 414.62 within a full week of testing 451.98. Finally, closing above 451.98 does signal a good weekly low. And by the end of next week or sooner, I would anticipate this 488.18 to 496.33 area where we could top out once again through December and fall away again. I will mention, last thing, that this rising channel top, and I've been mentioning this periodically for the last couple of months, this rising channel top converges with our overall objective at 527.33 the last 2 weeks of the year, the week of Christmas into the final week. This all comes together. And so, but at this stage still, I would say that a settlement above 496.33 would signal 527.33 within just a couple more weeks. We do maintain 527.33 as a long-term objective anyway, since our settlement of roughly 2 months ago above 365.11. And 527.33 able to contain quarterly, possibly annual buying pressures. If you bought the market 2 months ago with the buy signal above 365.11 and you're still long as a near-term investor, that's a great trade. And I think you're still then holding out for this 527.33 in the months ahead or in the weeks ahead, perhaps. I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's Tesla report, and you have a great day.